Hi everyone. So this is a very different update from Understand TAE. Today I want to talk about vulnerability off the back of a couple of amazing TED Talks that I've been watching lately. And also I guess, in homage to Mother's Day, which is happening tomorrow or today, or yesterday, depending on when you are watching this. And I want to talk about it in terms of, I guess, leadership. So I'm in the midst of a huge change kind of in how I'm running my business and where I'm running business and which businesses I'm working with at the moment. So I'm saying goodbye to a lot of people, and I'm saying hello to new people. And as a part of that, I guess, initially when we go into organizations, and you look at this massive job of fixing something or getting something up to scratch, or when you look at the fruition of a major project coming through, you can get these kind of statements of, oh, wow, that's amazing. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how she does it. And I wanted to deconstruct that a little bit because it's a wonderful compliment, but I think for many leaders out there, be they male or female, it also presents, I guess, this kind of continual, podium that you have to continue to strive to, which can be really, really difficult. And vulnerability, I think for many of us who are managers or business owners, or leaders, vulnerability is something that we look at very much as weakness. And I know particularly for women, to be honest, for women or for men, it's a really, really hard thing to deal with. So I think how it looks for women is she's got to be perfect. She's got to be a perfect mother. She's got to be a perfect businesswoman. She has to have complete composure, but not so much that she's seen to be a bitch, but not too little that she's seen to be weak. I've been told many times, never let your employees see you cry, never let your colleagues see you cry because you're a woman. That means you're emotional, and anything you say from that point onwards is going to be disregarded. I think for men, it's, don't be don't be a girl, don't cry, don't be weak, don't, be seen. You've always got to be seen to be strong, in control, in charge. Don't open up your feelings, don't communicate with others in how don't communicate with others in relation to your feelings or the fact that you might need help or support, and that you're breaking down. And this is the position of many, many leaders. We think that we have to do it alone. My experience, however, has been that, whenever I've tried to do it that way, and whenever I've seen others try to achieve it that way, the result is burnout. Absolute, complete and utter burnout, emotionally, physically, and it's devastating. It's absolutely devastating. I'm incredibly fortunate now to work with just these incredible men and women. And I think the reason why I find such close connection to many of them is because we've worked together in a way that has allowed us to show vulnerability to each other. When I think of the top 7 businessmen and women that I have dealt with and that I've been very, very close with, over the last 10 years, with every single one of them, we've each had this moment of intense vulnerability when we've been under incredible pressure at work, incredible pressure at home, and we've broken down in front of the other person, and the other person has turned around and gone, it's okay. I understand that. I've felt that way before as well. It's okay, and we'll talk it through. And then vice versa, one has done it for the other as well. So I've been there for them and they've been there for me. And it's kind of been, the somewhere where we can kind of go, okay, I don't feel like I wouldn't want to put this on my employees. But I've been able to do this with you, and it does create this incredible connection. So I guess I want to talk about it I talk about it in relationship to parenting, because tomorrow is Mother's Day. And I guess parenting for me is, there is no way to be a parent without being vulnerable. We bring these perfect little things into the world and we see them as perfect. And we just want to protect them from everything. And they are the rawest of emotional chords for us, in that, we do want to do everything to protect them. And so we're fierce in how we protect them, but we are also, they also make us our most vulnerable. And so we worry about not being good enough for them. We worry about not doing enough for them. We worry about doing too much for them. And I think we're very much that way with staff nowadays as well. We don't know whether or not we struggle to find that balance, like we struggle to find the balance with our kids. We're struggling to find the balance with our staff. And so I think vulnerability is actually something that we should be utilizing more, because essentially vulnerability is when we're being our absolute most honest, raw form of ourselves. It's where we strip the mask away and we say, I'm not perfect. I absolutely have made a mistake, or I make mistakes. And, that hurts. It causes pain. And it makes me worry that I am not good enough to either have achieved this job, that I'm not worthy of my position or my rank, that I'm not worthy of having followers or having people that rely on me, that I'm not doing good enough by them, and that I'm not doing good enough by my children, that I'm not doing good enough by the people that I have to make sure grow up to be these, these contributors to society. So, but vulnerability is also that moment when you can turn around and go, it's the connection point. So with parents and children, that point that you turn around to your child and say, you know what, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have snapped at you. It was wrong. I'm really sorry I caused you pain. I'm in incredible amounts of pain at the moment as well. And that was why I did it. It creates this really strong bond, and it's you at your most authentic. So I guess, to me, it's really, really difficult to be a good leader without accepting vulnerability. And I think that certainly for me, it's been really hard for me to create a connection with a leader or a mentor of mine, where I've never created a strong connection with any leader or mentor, for me, without seeing that they had vulnerabilities as well. All superheroes have vulnerabilities, whether it was, Superman's kryptonite. That's what makes them human. That's what allows us to make that deep connection with them. So I guess what I would encourage all of you to do this week is to, reflect on vulnerability, reflect on it tomorrow or on Mother's Day, and, revel in it to some extent, because it's incredible. It is what connects us. And ultimately connection is what we all strive for. So, thank you so much to all of the incredible men and women in my life, who've been mentors for me, especially to all of the women, and you know who you are. I hope you have amazing Mother's Days, and enjoy some vulnerability this week. I hope you all just have that one moment where you can really enjoy it. Thank you very much. Bye.